In this video, I will explain 3 situations of Gemini being in the first house. When it's on the cusp of the first house, when it's the second sign in the first house, and when it's intercepted, which means it's between Taurus and Cancer. Hello everyone, this is Simona Rich from Rising Moon Astrology. If you're interested in Gemini being on the cusp of the first house, keep listening as I'm going to explain this now. And if you're interested in Gemini as the second sign in the first house, check this timestamp. For an intercepted Gemini in the first house, check this timestamp. Gemini in the first house means that the native will experience many changes in their lives. This can manifest as frequent changes of the native's mind, frequent travels, frequent job changes, or any other change. They will always find themselves busy and on the go. It will be difficult for them to deal with delays and stagnation of any sort. These people are primarily mental rather than practical or emotional. This, of course, can change if there's another element than air prominent in their natal charts. These people are often good with words and they are great readers, but this is not always the case. For example, if Mercury is combust or afflicted, this can change things. But here I'm focusing on the typical Gemini nature. These people are often busy with their hands, gesticulating, typing, using their phones, writing, doing something with their hands. They need to touch things to experience them, and when they explain things, they also need to use their hands. So you can recognize them by their busy hands. They also might bite their nails if they're more nervous types. They're very easy to get along with because Gemini is one of the human signs of the zodiac. They're very easily adaptable and they know how to speak with different kinds of people, and they're just interested in information that the people have to share. So that's why they speak well with a variety of people from all sorts of backgrounds. They're genuinely interested in their life experience, in the information that they hold. And because they speak with a variety of people, they end up gathering a lot of information. That information is not deep, but it's broad. And that allows them to easily speak with other people, with all sorts of people. People with Gemini in the first house are often busy, they're always on the go, they are using public transport or their own transport, or they just walk fast. Even in their free time, they will be engaged in something, and often Geminis find it very difficult to relax their minds. They always have their minds engaged. For example, they're browsing their phones, they're listening to music, they're doing something to engage their minds. And so it's very difficult for them to, for example, meditate, which means no thought. Since Gemini is a mutable sign, changes happen in their lives whether they want this or not, but usually they do want change. They thrive living in neighborhoods where a lot is taking place, and they would love having a big window facing the city or some busy place where they can observe people and watch things changing. This is a social sign, so for them to be happy, they need people to exchange information with, and they need partners who are either talkative or who listen to them. To learn a great deal more about Gemini personality, be sure to check out this video. If Gemini is the second sign in your first house, it will still reveal a part of your personality, but that personality is more visible to the people who know you better. Also, through progression, when your ascendant becomes Gemini, then this personality part will manifest much more in your life. And to understand when this would happen, you need to first check what degree you have on your ascendant now. So if you have Gemini as the second sign in your first house, you will have Taurus on your ascendant. So for example, if you have 20-degree Taurus as your ascendant, You need to take a degree for a year and count to see how many degrees there are till the sign of Gemini is reached. So for example, if it's 20 degrees of Taurus that you have, you count the 21st degree as the first year of your life, 22nd degree as the second year, then you count 23rd, 24th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. So 30 degrees of Taurus would mean 10 years of age. And so the first degree of Gemini would count as the 11 years of your life. So it would mean that from the 11th year of your life, you will have Gemini influence more prominent in your behavior. So you can pause this video now and count at what age Gemini starts influencing you more, and then check out this timestamp to learn about how the Gemini sign will influence your life. When Gemini is intercepted in your first house, modern astrologers consider this to be a weakened position. So they would say that the Gemini sign is weaker, as well as the planets there. However, this is not the opinion of all the astrologers, which then simply consider the sign as the second sign in the first house. So I used to subscribe to the modern astrologers' way of thinking because that's the astrology that I knew. But when I started studying medieval astrology, I learned about this different meaning, and analyzing my clients' charts, I realized that actually it's true. There's no weakening of those planets or that sign. So I subscribe to this way of thinking. And so I would consider this to be just the second sign in your house, which will influence you when the ascendant by progression will get to that sign. So to understand when you will have a greater influence of the sign Gemini in your life, you need to count from your ascendant the degrees until you reach the sign Gemini. So for example, if now you have Taurus, 20 degrees of Taurus as your ascendant, you need to count the 21st degree as the first year of your life, 22nd degree as the second year of your life, then 23rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. So 30 degrees of Taurus will mean 10 years of your life, and then the next degree will be Gemini. It would mean that from the 11th year of your life, Gemini will have bigger influence in your life. So now you can pause this video and count when Gemini starts influencing you more, and then check out this timestamp to learn how Gemini will influence your personality. Now, if you got to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching it, and I'm sure you will find this video useful too.